Hi everyone, welcome to ED 686, Language for Teachers number 2. I'm Sharon Besser, for those of you who have not met me yet, and I'm your professor for this course. Purpose of this video is to orient you to the course and to get you started. As you know from the emails that I sent out, we're not actually meeting on Tuesday, but you do need to begin work for this course on Tuesday. So the class officially begins next Tuesday. And through this video, I'll show you about the course and exactly what you need to do next week. Okay, so this is if you've not gone already, please visit our Blackboard site. Everything is based through the Blackboard site, whether we are meeting on campus or whether we are meeting or whether it's an online week. Class is blended, and that means we have 3 face-to-face meetings and 5 online meetings. There's the schedule here. So I will be seeing you on the first time I'll see you is April 9th, and this is our room on campus. This, really important that you read through all of this welcome stuff carefully. It's got the required textbooks. It gives you information about the language investigation packet that you need to purchase from the bookstore. And I just checked in with them, and it's going to be ready at the end of the week. If you cannot make it to campus, you can have them mail it to you. So you can be in touch with the bookstore through the Edgewood College website. And it's Peyton Albers is your contact there. Let me know if you have any kind of problems getting a hold of that. Okay, the Teaching Language in Context, 2nd edition. If you already started 605A with me, you already have this. If you did 605A with a different instructor, you may or may not already have this. New Grammar Companion for Teachers. This is what we call the Green Book. I think everyone probably has this one. And this course will be reading the second half of the Green Book and the second half of Teaching Language in Context. Okay. So just looking at this red menu bar, important that you take a look at this. So this has our syllabus. Please read through that carefully. Since we're not meeting, I won't be printing it out and giving it to you on the first day of class. So look through, let me know if you have any questions. This is it's actually a chunk from the syllabus. It's important for you to kind of see where we are and where we're going. So that's that. This is the grading schema, so it has all of your assignments and when they're due. This is the rubric for the online and discussions, and those are the notes, my notes that you won't see. Also, I'll be making use of this announcement section. And you'll see the video that I sent you kind of via email also then gets reprinted here. So you can always go back and look at those from this announcements page here. After the beginning of the course, this announcements will be the first thing you'll see when you open up the course. But right now, you see the welcome first. So that has our schedule. And then each week, there'll be a different announcement with a video getting you kind of started with the course. That's that. When we do meet, it's nice to, I've noticed in the past, it's nice to bring food to share. And so if you're interested in that, there's this sign up here. So you'd click on this and you can sign up to bring in food. Okay. And then you'll really be working, the main place you'll go for each week, weeks are called modules, is weekly modules. And you'll be seeing just 2, I'm opening basically 2 at a time. So you can, you'll get started start at module 1, but if you have the kind of week where you really want to work ahead as well, you can start working on module 2 as well. Objectives, key assumptions here. And then each week you'll have a little table here that'll basically is kind of your checklist as to what to do. And really important that you look at the due dates. So some of them will just say, this is 4/1 is kind of the end of our week. So our week starts on Tuesday and then it finishes on Monday. So that's why we have this deadline here. But then if there's things that I need you to interact with each other, they're going to have different deadlines. So, and you have one of those this week. So you have an icebreaker blog, and your initial post for that is due Saturday by noon. Then over the weekend, you are going to be commenting on other colleagues' blog posts here. I will go into that in more detail in a minute, but it's really important that you make sure you kind of get in and get that done. And I know most of you are on spring break as well, so you're welcome to post your things earlier and also to respond to each other earlier as well. Practice exercises, that's from the packet that I mentioned earlier that's available at the bookstore. There is a review quiz, basically getting you wanting you to kind of look back over 605A and kind of for me to sort of see where everyone is. And then there's optional review activities. So those, as I said, are optional. I'll show you those in a minute. Okay, let's start here. So this is your icebreaker blog, and again, since we're not meeting each other first day of class, I thought it'd be great to do it this way. There's a lot of new people that other people probably don't know in this class. And so you're going to click on this, and then here are the instructions here. And you can see as an example, I put in mine here. You can have a look at, and I think all of you know this, but basically you click on create a blog entry, and yours goes up. Now with what I'm really trying to do here again is with the blogs is to create a classroom community and a place where we are developing relationships. So when you are responding to each other and you need to say hello, you need to basically respond to 2 or 3 people that you don't know. So that's important that you don't know. And I think that way everyone will get responded to. Instead of just saying, hi, welcome, can't wait to meet you, actually comment on something that the person said, maybe share a similar experience. And you can look at, and I'll go in and do this as well, and I'll try to be modeling kind of what I'm looking for. And again, we're practicing here what it's going to be like when we do, here's this rubric here, when we do discussions starting in week 2, where again we're looking for people expanding and elaborating and developing a learning community is the purpose of these here. So as you can see, important that everyone gets them kind of posted so you can have people respond to them. Let's see, the way just a quick comment kind of about how my expectations and how those grades work. So each thing that we do has a point value. So I think I think the blogs are worth 10 points, and then the points get, you start off with 10 and then they get deducted again according to the rubric based on like say you don't respond to anyone, then that you would get point deductions on that. Now it also is totally fine if you have a busy week, or if you're just like, look, I'm on spring break, I just can't do this. If you miss the assignment, then you miss the assignment. You can't make them up though, so you just lose those points. So that's really important with these sorts of things. Is again, I understand if you're busy and if you just can't get it done, but these things you can't make up either. Okay, so let's go back to Module 1. And, okay, so the readings. So this reading right here, and I'll usually give you a little blurb about the reading. And this one, there's 2 pieces you're going to be reading in order to respond to the discussion that's in Module 2. This is the first one. So basically, I'm kind of helping you divide your work a little bit. So read this and kind of take notes as I'm suggesting here. This is from our text, Chapter 1 and 2. If you have already read these, you might want to just quickly review those. And then with this is the Green Book. With this, the way I suggest you use it is as a reference while you're doing your language investigation packet. So it's basically the text that goes with that. So you can skim through and then do the packet, or you can work with them kind of side by side. That's telling you about the packet. Here's the review quiz. You click on this, and then you're basically going to do the quiz right there. And this one is not graded. But there's 2 other quizzes that you'll see that will be graded. Now, this is for all of you. Now, particularly with people who, it's been a while since you've taken 605A, I really encourage you kind of going through this. This is what I'm expecting that you've gotten out of 605A. So if you feel rusty on any of the above, please go through carefully and do all of this material because we won't really have time during our course to kind of go into this stuff. Everything that we're going to be doing is building upon this knowledge. So go, and there's keys that go with all of these. So you can, like here, gives you some things to do, and then there's a key that goes with this. Oh, it's in here. And if you just took 605A and you want more practice, or then again go through any of these as well. These are the videos on detailed reading that you all saw in 605A that you can. Again, if it's been a while, you might want to review. And that's everything for Module 1. I'm going to quickly go into Module 2, but I'm also going to send you something about Module 2 closer to the time. And I'll show you how you can go ahead and what would work. So again, here's the to-do. As you can see, you're continuing on with these practice exercises here. You're welcome to kind of go ahead with that. Here's another reading. The only thing that you can't start yet is the discussion, because we really need to kind of sort of start all at the same time. So after 3:26, that will be ready. But again, if you have extra time this week and you want to get ahead, you can certainly start working on any of these other things here. And then with the practice exercises booklet, if you've got to go out of town and you don't get a chance to get it before you go out of town, as you can see, you're continuing on with it, and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to kind of finish all these things. I'll finish this by the time we meet on April 9th? Yes, April 9th. So make sure that you get everything done by then, but you certainly can give yourself extra time on that. The review quiz is not related to this part of the LIP. It's from the first 605A. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to interacting with you on our Icebreaker blog, and I will see you soon.